today. From Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Kyle Trask and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers.
Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Green Bay Packers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And I think if you're handing out hardware through 2 weeks of the season, he might be your MVP. Already 7 touchdown passes in just 2 games. As we do know, though, in real life, they don't hand you out anything this early. A lot of games left to get through between now and the playoffs.
First down, Love to pass. He finds his man, complete. It's Kramer, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Love. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Love. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Devin White with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the Bucs now in great shape to begin their initial possession. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Trask now off the play fake. Throw left side complete. That's Arnold. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week. 22 carries, 129 yards, and he threw a touchdown in there for good measure.
So, partner, 2 games worth, he's leading the league in rushing, so he's now trending. Is that what they talk about nowadays? You talk about trending? That's what he's doing. He'd like to continue it here in this game.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Well, this defense for the Packers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
First and goal from just inside the 5.
Flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call.
Ali Marpet, the guard, caught there.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. The give is to Jones. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 10-yard line, here's second and goal.
Trask to throw it.
Flushed out right. He'll check this one off to Fournette. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
From the shotgun, it's Trask.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 19 carries, 86 yards.
They've won 2 straight games and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're able to get this way down there inside the Tampa 20. It's a big play there for Green Bay. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Joe Tryon there to make the tackle.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Throwing. Love. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. Returnable here for Davis. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8. Trask. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. Finds the open target, Arnold. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Throwing again on 2nd down. Trask, flush to his right. He finds his man, complete. It's Arnold.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Trask on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And a loose football. And that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Trask. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Dan Arnold, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Here's a give to Jones running left.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamel Dean. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. To throw is Trask.
Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Jordan Love and the Packers heading back out there.
He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Love now. High throw, but he makes the catch. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Throw left side, taken in by Rodgers. 7 yards, the pickup there.
The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. His throw incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he's got this down to the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Again, it's Love. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 29,
Love. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off.
And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 2nd and inches, Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Pierce. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll get started over at the Superdome in New Orleans. And they're drawing close to halftime with the Vikings out on top. Dalvin Cook has scored a touchdown there. From there, we head to Hard Rock Stadium to check on the Dolphins at home in Miami. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And at this point, they trail the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Myles Gaskin with a touchdown run. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 77 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Fournette running out of the gun. And this is going to be a Bucs 1st down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Jones. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Fournette once more on second down. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Trask now. Flushed out right. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. 6 yards left on second down. A shotgun give to Fournette. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Final minute now of the third quarter. Second down, another shot for Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Dan Arnold, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Buccaneers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is now 24. So that about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Love. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 3rd down, Love. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And he's brought down
Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Foster Moreau, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Buccaneers are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Love now to pass on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Kramer. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the delay, Jones. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did. Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now Jones. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
His kick is good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here, escaping the pressure right. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Rolling to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. Following the interception, Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Kramer. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. Love. Open man left side. It's the tight end DeGuara. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Love. They go play action now. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air again, Love. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A quick pass here to Godwin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire 2nd half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them in just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Tampa Bay,